Good morning, everybody. So let's start the meeting with a round of applause. We have a few new members and few guests today. A quick round of applause for 5 seconds. All right, we start the 421st meeting. So 421 times we've already met at the Toastmaster of West Delhi, and the meeting is set to order. I am Lokesh Parashar, the Assistant Sergeant at Arms, helping Ankit Obrai, our Sergeant at Arms, and I welcome all the guests and Toastmasters. Before we start the meeting and I talk about more on this meeting, let's set the ground rules for this meeting. Since we are meeting online, we might have some distractions, and the very first being a cell phone. You can keep it in silent mode, and I will advise you to, if it is in vibration, please keep it away from the laptop or computer or any other device which can actually distract you or the other speakers. We encourage good discussions, even if it is sex, politics, or religion, but make sure that you're doing it diplomatically and in a very healthy manner. I would also encourage our guests and Toastmaster members to leave their video on. It encourages the speakers as well as the other participants of how the meeting is going on. It becomes a better engagement. Meanwhile, you might have to leave. I would advise you to leave when there is a round of applause, or please don't put the video on and off frequently during the speech. That will also help the speaker in a very cordial manner. We have definitely a strong mission at the club, and that is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop not only communication but leadership skills as well, thereby resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I would advise all of our existing members as well as the new members to visit our new updated website. I was really happy and excited to see how a prompter is also is coming up on the website, and it has added a lot of value to what we are bringing as the Toastmaster Club of West Delhi on the international platform. Now, before we proceed ahead, I will be giving you some input on our very young and vibrant leader. I'm new to the club, but I have seen how diligently she works across different roles, not only in the club, but also across the Toastmaster International. She has been working really hard in this pandemic. She has been working as in the marketing sector of healthcare skill sector development council. And I had a brief introduction before she got ill. She was handling a lot of online meetings for this Delhi government, and at the club level, she has been helping a lot of different director or regional level roles as well. And that is our President Toastmaster Kanika. Toastmaster Kanika, I hand over the virtual stage to you. Thank you so much.
Hello, a very good morning to everyone. You can unmute yourself.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
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 Good morning.
Great.
Good morning.
Great to see such a good energy on very Sunday morning. How are you all?
Doing great.
Not bad.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so I welcome you all to the meeting today of Toastmasters Club of West Delhi, and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you present over here today on a Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. with this energetic group of people to lift yourself up and to learn something new on this Sunday. Okay, to begin with, we will be having the guest introduction. May I know who are the guests present today? I am seeing guest Himanshu.
Yeah, it's me, Santosh.
Okay, so we will start with the potential Toastmaster Santosh. Please tell us a brief introduction about yourself, who you are, and why you are here.
Okay, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I'm Santosh. I'm an agricultural postgraduate, and I completed my post-graduation 2 months ago and from Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi. So I am here to take my communication and public speaking to the next level. Meanwhile, want to improve my leadership skills. So I hope I can take it to next level with this club. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, definitely. You will. You will. We have a lot of leaders in our club itself. Welcome, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank
Now,
you. Thank you so much.
next up, we have potential Toastmaster Himanshu. Are you there?
Hi, good morning. My name is Himanshu.
Hi, Himanshu. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Tell-
I'm Himanshu, and I'm working in the mutual fund industry currently for more than 9 years. And with all my experience, I have learned that without having the communication skills, without having that right skills, you won't be able to succeed. So that's why I have joined this club to enhance my communication skills. That's it. Thanks.
Great. Welcome, potential Toastmaster Himanshu. Any other guest we have? Okay, so
Hi, Ravi here. I am new
Hello,
to this Toastmasters club. Am I visible?
yes, you are visible and audible.
Okay, so thanks for giving me this opportunity. I am new to this Toastmaster club. Before that, I was a part of the club in my college days. So I'm a MBA graduate and working in a bank for last 5-6 years. And I live nearby in Tagore Garden. I am a resident here in Tagore Garden. So it's a bit about me. And happy to be a part of this journey, and would want to contribute and learn as well from all of you, and improve my communication as well as presentation skills in the near term. So thanks for giving the opportunity.
Great. Welcome. We welcome you, potential Toastmaster Ravi. So any other guest we have?
No.
No. Okay, so we have Toastmaster Sakshar with us from our fellow club.
Good
Hello,
morning,
Toastmaster.
everyone. Good morning, Toastmaster Kanishka. And it's a pleasure to be here for the second time. And as I said earlier, that it doesn't feel that I'm in a different club. Such a warm welcome and such a warm vibe that this club has. And so I'm the general evaluator for today. And I'm looking forward for a fantastic meeting.
Great, great. We are glad to have you yet again in our club. Welcome. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Sakshar. Also, today we have some new members in our club. So we should welcome them, right? So what I want you all to do is, while welcoming them, okay, so I want a little bit help from you all. Just a second. Okay, so let's welcome our Toastmaster Karina, and just a second, Toastmaster Karina and Toastmaster Sindhu to Toastmasters Club of West Delhi. Everyone, please help me welcome Toastmaster Sindhu and Toastmaster Karina with a big round of applause and a little bit of hooting.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Big round of applause should keep going on.
Thank you all.
Great, great, great.
Thank you, everybody.
Now, for the one last time, I want everyone to be energetic, and let's start off our Sunday morning with great energy. Great. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, let's start off today's Sunday meeting, and I hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanika, Madam President. before we start the meeting, can I request my guests to actually rename themselves and start with the guest and their name? Because I'm going to call you again and again to take active participation, take the benefit of this opportunity of speaking out, get a glimpse of how nice it looks when there are more than 20 people listening to you and you are sharing your thoughts, you're sharing your ideas. So one more request to Santosh to have his name. Yes, of course. Thank you, Santosh, for doing that. All right. So I will be talking about The One Thing. This is a book by Carrie Kelker and Jay Papasani, which I just finished. There are numerous topics which I wanted to share with you from the book. However, I want our guests to speak first on what is the one thing, and I'll be differentiating between the subject to give them a direction. And I will start with our active guest who also came here last week, Santosh. What is the one thing which you feel is going to change your life in the next 5 years? Any thoughts?
I think my leadership skills will change my future in next 5 years.
Great. Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us more about your leadership skill. Why do you want to change it?
Yeah, sure. If we improve my leadership skill, if I improve my leadership skill, I think in this world there is no scarcity. Only the scarcity is the leadership scarcity. If our country have a good leaders, and everywhere if we have good leaders can make anything happen to them, anything happen to the society. So the only requirement is the leadership skill, leadership, and
Interesting.
there is nothing limiting like money. We don't have money, we don't have something. If we have a good leadership, we can make anything can happen.
Great.
Suppose for example, let's say if we want to plant some 1,000 trees or 1 lakh trees, we may think like we don't have money, we don't have time. Suppose if one take an initiative that he can request all the donators and also some forest departments, they will provide free nursery.
Interesting.
And with these,
Santosh,
yeah, sure.
do you think these leadership skills can come only with if you have a focus, if you keep your cool, if you are really going into one direction, that will help you?
Sir, this leadership basically comes from when you have a strong instinct to do.
So that means focus, right? You need to be focused.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
Yeah,
guest, we
really.
have Himanshu. Himanshu, can we
Thank
have you live on video? Himanshu, are you here?
Yes, Lokesh.
Okay. Thank you for coming up. What is the one thing as a goal which you have taken up for this year?
See, for this year, my goal will be that I should be energetic. Whatever I'm doing, I should be energetic. That whatever task I am taking on, I should have to complete that particular task. Whether it is joining this Toastmaster club or whether I'm approaching to any project which my superiors are giving me. So I'm looking after that thing only. Basically.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, guest Himanshu. Okay, before we go ahead and talk more about this topic today, I will just divulge the meeting agenda. This meeting, and it is for the guests to understand, and all the new Toastmaster members we have. This meeting is divided into 3 parts. One is the prepared speeches, second is the table topic masters section, and the third is the evaluation section. Every section is very, very important for everyone in the meeting present, whether they are the speakers, whether they are evaluators, whether we as audiences or other role players. For the guest, I can tell you, if you are staying back till the end of the session, which we hope to do so, you will find amazing, interesting takes from this meeting, especially the participation in the table topic master session. You will be prompted and you should be taking part very actively, because that is where you will find that how important and how interesting it is to speak up on a very impromptu session during a conversation. You need to have an impactful statement to be given within a minute or two. How do you do that? There is not enough time. It's impromptu reaction you need to give, and those are the practice session we do it as a table topic session. The evaluation is again important. How do you encourage people? What is that one thing which you need to pull out for them to improve? And you cannot be sarcastic, you cannot be objective. You need to have a motivation. You need to take them to a convincing level where they will be actually working on their speeches, and that is our evaluation section. And lastly, not the least, of course, the voting. Our guests can also vote, so make sure when we are having the polls, you also take part in those polls, so that we have a better participation and our speakers are encouraged and they are really feeling motivated when they are winning in any of the section of this prepared speeches. Now, before I take more, I will be bringing our general evaluator on the stage, Toastmaster Sakshar. I was literally amazed when I saw, and I have met him in a couple of other meetings in his club, the kind of professional approach he takes on, whether he is an evaluator, whether he was any other role player. And Bollywood is very, very close to him. He has been acting in a couple of TV shows, TV ads, and most importantly, what he is doing in his career is very interesting, which we will be able to learn more when he's coming on stage. So I welcome the general evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshar, now to introduce his team and how he's going to do the entire function today. Welcome, Toastmaster Sakshar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh, for such a warm welcome. So good morning, everyone. And it's always a pleasure to attend the meetings of this respective club. And today I'm very much excited. You know why? Because as I said, I have been saying this in different meetings whenever I'm the general evaluator, that the image of a general evaluator is more of like a principle, that in the end, everyone is having fun in their respective sessions, whether they are a speaker or they are a role player or they are in participating in the table topics master. But in the end, here comes the general evaluator who is all the time making out nooks and looks from your different performances. But I assure you that I will not be that like that strict principle. I'll definitely try my best to engage the audience as well as to observe the nitty-gritties of the meeting. So I'm looking forward for this fantastic meeting ahead. So just before that, I just want to confirm with Toastmaster Lokesh that are we starting with the speaking slots or no right now?
Yes, soon after your introduction of the
Sure.
evaluation team, we will start with the prepared speeches.
Sure. So I would, and as Toastmaster Lokesh said, so just a brief about me. I'm by profession, I'm a law graduate and I'm working in the field of cybersecurity and metaverse. So in the legal aspects of metaverse. And apart from that, I'm more into the acting space as well. So I'm juggling these two things. I know these two things are, they're not related at all, but that's me. So it's a pleasure to to be a general evaluator in this meeting, and I would love to interact with all of you post the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshar. So when we start with the prepared speeches right away, there is one thing which I learned from that book, and that was to keep your cool, keep your calm, focus, drive your energy to the one goal of that year, one goal of this month, one goal of this week. For example, yesterday when I was assigned this role, the one thing which I had to take care was to read about that role. How does and where does it start? What do I need to do? And yesterday I was having a challenge at my home. We had a new puppy coming up and he was having a lot of issues with the health. So half of my mind was there, half of my mind was in the whole role. You must have witnessed, many of the role players must have witnessed, a lot of my messages came very late at night with an apology. However, the only one thing which I remembered was that I have to excel at this role. My club has given the responsibility where I need to run this show and I need to make sure everything is happening on time, everybody is there. Once I read the role, it was very clear that I will be the make or break of the session. So here I am with you, and I will bring our first evaluator and the first speaker on stage. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Shweta. I'm really
before proceeding with the evaluators, we need to have the introduction of auxiliary role players as well.
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Actually, general
General
evaluator had
evaluation.
to
Exactly.
do
So I thought,
that.
yeah. So let me do this honor for on behalf of Toastmasters.
Yeah,
Saksha.
no problems.
I will bring the tag team now. I have seen a lot of videos on our YouTube, and I encourage a lot of our members to listen to and watch these Toastmaster videos. This is a tag team which is actually the right kind of set of people you need for your speeches. This is not only general evaluator. It is not only a general evaluation which is going on your speech. This is a team effort. A timer is doing their own diligent role. The counter role is another important aspect, which takes care of not only these prepared speeches, but of all the people who are speaking here, to make sure that what are your filler words you're using. And not taking too much time, I will invite our timer, Toastmaster Sakshi, to tell us about her role herself. Welcome, Toastmaster Sakshi.
Thank you, Lokesh. Sorry for my voice, guys. So the role of timer is to ensure that all the participants are within 10 time slots, and also to ensure that the meeting is running on time. Firstly, I would like to present my screen. Just give me 1 second. Okay, is it visible to you guys?
Yes.
So I'm using this application where it is very easy rather than our conventional way of showing the cue cards. I'll be using this one. So it clearly says the table topics, the time is within 1 to 2 minutes. So the speaker has to speak at least a minute and can go up to 2 minutes. Similarly, evaluation, the evaluators have to give the evaluation at least a minute and can go up to 3 minutes. If anyone is here to give icebreakers, their time slot is between 4 to 6 minutes. And similarly, the speech is between 5 to 7 minutes. To help you guys know how long you are going, so there will be green cards, yellow cards, and red cards, which will be shown at 1 minute for table topic, and the yellow card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red light at 2 minutes. However, there is also 30 seconds grace period. Similarly, firstly, let me show you the cards. So this is the green card that will pop up on the screen. Okay, this is here. The yellow card and the red card. Hope you are clear. And yes, I'll show my report when the Toastmaster of the day calls me upon. Thank you. Back to you, Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi. So since we do not have any icebreaker today, our speech time will be 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm sure our evaluators are able to note that. I will now bring another important role player, which is the counter, and it's been covered by one of our energetic player, Toastmaster Bhanu Gupta. Bhanu Gupta, please come on the stage.
तो मुझे लगा कुछ और ना बन रहा है तो उसकी दवाई लिए तो वो है
Anil,
ना
please, can you mute yourself? Thank you.
Yeah, I've done that.
Thank you, TM Lokesh. Hello, everyone. So the purpose of the counter is to note the words and the sounds that are used as pause fillers or crutches by anyone who speaks during the meeting. So I will also listen to the overused words, which includes and, well, by, so, you know, etc. And I will be listening for the filler words, including and that we will use during our speeches. And I will also note down when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as I and this, etc. At the end of the meeting, I will convey my report to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhanu Gupta. And last but not the least, very important role of the grammarian.
Hi, good morning, all of you. Today, I am playing the role of a grammarian. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen all the speakers, listen to their improper usage of the grammars and the sentences, and also to make note of any good words, saying, thoughts, or sayings and words. And also, one of the important role of the grammarian is to tell the word of the day. Today, the word of the day is equanimity. The word of the day is equanimity. The meaning of the word, it is a noun. The meaning of the word is calmness and composure, specifically in difficult situation. The synonyms are self-control and level-headedness. So if I use this word, this noun in one or two sentences, that after the massive loss, the leadership took the business loss with equanimity. And he had taken the bad news with surprising equanimity. So I urge all the participants to use this word as much as possible. And also, I encourage all the participants to appreciate the other participants, whoever or whenever they use this word in their speeches. I'll come back with the grammarian report at the end of the debate. Over to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajat. So equanimity is actually to stay cool and have a calm composure, your temperament, whenever you're facing either a bad or even a good news. Evaluate the thing, and then you actually can find out what is the next course of action you need to take. Now,
so
yes.
I'm keeping all the details in the chat box also. The meaning
Yes,
and
Rajat.
the
Yes, Toastmaster Rajat. And we will encourage, we will have thumbs up whenever somebody is using this word of the day today.
Lokesh, sorry to interrupt Ravi here. So when will you have a question answer session? As like, I want to know what is this icebreaker session? How does this work?
So guest Ravi, we will have the feedback section at the end of the table topic masters. However, 3 times you are actually invited to speak, whether it is a Toastmaster high priest will take, or when you are giving the feedback. And the third is an active participation by voting for the best speaker. Those are the 3 times when the guest, we are inviting them to speak and invite them to participate. Hope this answers your question.
Sorry, just to add on, potential Toastmaster Ravi, for all your queries, as Toastmaster Lokesh said, that we will be having the feedback session as well at the last during the end of the meeting. And for your other queries, you can contact the Vice President membership, that's Toastmaster Shweta. So she'll let you know everything.
Okay, thank you.
Without much ado, I will now invite the first evaluator and the speaker. The evaluator is Toastmaster Shweta. I've been working with her for a long time now at the VP membership team, and she has been doing amazingly well as a leader. She is a spirited soul, definitely for I would say. When I saw her WhatsApp status, which says, I can quote that, just follow the star in your heart and magic will happen. This is truly, I would say, the right words for her to speak, how she behaves, how she helps, how she conducts herself in the meeting. And I'm sure she's an NLP practitioner, just like our Toastmaster and General Developer Sakshar is there also. He's also doing NLP, which is really close to my heart as well. So without having any further introduction, I will introduce Toastmaster Shweta as the evaluator and to tell us about what is on this piece today. Thank you. Please welcome Toastmaster Shweta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh, for such a warm introduction. Means a lot. And I always say it takes a team to tango, so definitely. And now telling about the purpose of the speech, I mean, again, it's a privilege I've got for the second time to do it for Toastmaster Mohit. The purpose of his speech is actually to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. The path is engaging humor, level 3, elective project, connect with storytelling. This project actually addresses storytelling techniques and descriptive skills to help make every speech relatable and interesting. So are we all ready for a story? Yes, we are. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shweta. When I asked for the introduction of Toastmaster Mohit, when I received it, I said, wow, what an incredible introduction somebody can have. And what a way of having a storyteller coming today to bring us an interesting speech on how do you do your narration, how do you relate to the audience by having or connect with the storytelling. Well, this project I am very close, it is very close to my heart, as I would say. The subject is, I will bring the first speaker, Mr. Mohit Sahani, Toastmaster Mohit Sahani. The speech title is The Insurrectable Americans. The Insurrectable Americans, Toastmaster Mohit Sahani.
How many of you have been to the US? If you're on video, raise your hands. If you're not on video, use the virtual button. All right, I see some hands going up. And how many of you want to go to the US? All right, I see quite a lot of hands going up there. I was like one of you. I had my own great American dream. And finally, it was fulfilled in February of 2005, when my then boss said that, Mohit, it's your turn to go on site. I couldn't contain my excitement as I packed my bags and off I went on my maiden flight, and that too to America. Dear Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, friends, let me take you to a journey of my initial few months in the US. I had felt that I had arrived. And from what I knew, one of the things that one does when they go to the US is to take a car on rent. Within a week, I had hired a car on rent. And it was a white Mercedes-Benz. Initial few weeks, I was driving around in the US. And one day, as I was driving, sitting on the black leather seats of my white Mercedes-Benz, I heard a police siren behind me. I knew I had to pull over, and the police car stopped right behind me. My instant reaction was to step out of the car, walk up to the cops, and negotiate a deal, just like we do here in India. But I didn't know that doing that in the US could be fatal. The moment I took the first step, I saw two guns pointing at me. Stop right there, sir. Hands down. Kneel down. Don't kill me, I said, and my hands trembled as they went up automatically. My life changed from I had arrived to I barely survived. With $1,100 lighter in my pocket, I somehow got out of the situation. Reached back at my apartment, and my friend and colleague Bala said, chill, man. I have been here long enough, longer than you for sure. So I know how things happen here. Let's go out for a stroll after dinner. Bala and I decided to head out. I was wearing layers on layers of all the clothes that I had brought back from India. I carried a bag which I filled with peanuts, and off we went. As we were walking, Bala suggested, let's take a shortcut from this park to go to McDonald's. So we were walking into the park, and once again, I heard police sirens. Bala and I looked at each other. That couldn't be for us. Well, somebody had apparently phoned 911 and said there are two masked men, possibly carrying ammo, trespassing into our property. We were wearing our monkey caps, which they called masks. Bala almost died. Well, we made some frantic calls to our employer and got out of that situation. Now I decided not to do anything illegal in America. In fact, I decided not to do anything in America for the fear of it being illegal. About a month passed, I was underground when a senior colleague called. His name was Harry, previously known as Hari Prasad. Harry suggested, let's go to Blue Trail in Connecticut. I said, what on earth is Blue Trail in Connecticut? He said, that's a shooting range. And that's where we practice on real guns and real ammunition on a shooting range. That's perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with that. Once bitten, twice shy. I checked on the internet 1,000 times and finally I said yes. So 8 of us went to the Blue Trail in Connecticut and we practiced and had a lot of fun. Now, what do you do when you have an experience like that? A once in a lifetime experience like that? Do you bury it in your heart forever? Or do you post it on Facebook to let the world see your glory? Well, I was sizzling on the internet with different poses with my AK-47 and it almost broke the internet. It is said that ignorance can be educated, crazy can be medicated, but there's no cure for the stupid. I didn't realize how stupid I had been, not until a few weeks later when I was comfortably sitting on my sofa in my apartment when once again I heard. Now, that certainly can't be for me. I was mistaken once again. I see myself sitting with senior cops. And they said, have you been to Connecticut? I think I have been to Connecticut. What did you go there for? Well, I went there just to have some fun. We've got some guns here. As he showed me his belt, under his belt, he had guns. Do you want to have some fun now? I died 1,000 deaths in a moment. What if they torture me? What if they kill me? What will happen to me? I completely don't know what happened after that. Now, let me ask you once again, friends, how many of you still want to go to the US? Probably some of you are courageous lot. Let me tell you, the story doesn't end there. I ended up spending 2 years in the US in a happy manner. In fact, I even invited my wife and my newborn son to the US. The biggest learning I had from this episode was don't rush in. It is said that when in Rome, do as Romans do. My suggestion, when in Rome, know what Romans do. Only then can you do what Romans do. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Very nice, Toastmaster Mohit. It was a very thought-provoking speech. However, I will still visit US, but with the equanimity so that I am not facing those sirens again and again. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, for a wonderful speech right now. Now, before we go ahead, we have the second speech evaluator here. Let me pull up the details which I missed on my laptop. I now bring the evaluator Toastmaster Sunny, who will be actually evaluating the icebreaker of Toastmaster Charu.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
We will have a 1 minute.
Yes, sorry.
feedback.
Let have a 1 minute timer. Can you please put a timer of 1 minute for the feedback? I encourage all the participants, whether they are Toastmaster members or guests, to share their feedback to Toastmaster Mohit for his speech. You can do it on the chat here. And Toastmaster Shweta, if you can share his number on our WhatsApp groups, people can also do that on the WhatsApp. Thank you so much. All right, let us now have the second speech, and I welcome the second evaluator, Toastmaster Sunny. He is a consulting professional, a passionate foodie, just like me, an instinctive writer, wow, and a dreamer and a work in progress speaker. That is Toastmaster Sunny for you. Please welcome Toastmaster Sunny. Toastmaster Sunny, are you here? Yes. You are muted right now. Toastmaster Sunny, can you hear us? I believe some technical glitch is there with him. Can we reschedule and do the third one before?
Yeah, could be. I mean, if Toastmaster Sunny's, I'll just have a call with.
Sorry, actually, my internet got disconnected. I have been facing connection issues since morning, so I'm sorry for that. Yes, I think I can start now. Thank you so much, everyone, and it feels very good to be on this stage after a long time. As you all know that I would be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Charu, who would be giving her icebreaker speech, and the main objective of her speech is to introduce herself to public speaking and knowing the basics of presenting a speech in front of audience. She can either keep her speech humorous, informational, or any other style which she is comfortable with. So I wish her all the best. And icebreaker is kind of a first step in our journey to embark in our journey to be a better public speaker and a better version of ourselves. With that, I wish TM Charu all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. So before we bring Charu on stage, timer, please hold on. Let us have the introduction of Charu. Of the three siblings, she's the youngest one. She has been a marketing professional. She loves cooking. Wow. Just as her evaluator, who's also a foodie, so it's a good combination. And it's a great stress buster for her as well. You can find her engrossed in books when she's traveling in metro or bus, which I've known her in a couple of meetings. Yes, she's an avid reader. She loves reading stories about startups and entrepreneurships. So I am really happy that we have her icebreaker today. And the speech title of her speech is Work Relations and Food. Toastmaster Charu, Work Relations and Food.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. Wait a minute, I'm just switching my screen.
You want to share the screen or something? Or
No. I was just, there was some technical problem. Yeah, I'm okay. Hello, Toastmasters family. My name is Charu. I come from a cute Punjabi family. I have stayed in Delhi my entire life, except when I went to Bangalore for 2 years to pursue MBA. Food has been an integral part of my life, or you can say that food is my first love. As per my sister-in-law, whenever I go out, whether it's a family trip or an outing with friends or to a relative's home, I remember the food, I remember the place or the event by the food I had there. I still remember my first Haridwar trip. We had just bought our first car and I was in 8th or 10th standard back then. The only thing which I can recall from that trip is the crisp aloo paratha I had on a roadside dhaba on our way back to Delhi. Or you can say that I have been to Vaishno Devi many times. My family believes a lot in Mata Vaishno Devi, but the only trip which I can recall correctly is the one in which we couldn't leave our hotels because it was raining heavily outside. Our room balconies were filled with water, and The water has entered our room as well, and it was really cold. We were all very hungry. We had just come down after visiting the temple. There were only two families in the restaurant area. I cannot forget the delicious buffet like breakfast we had that morning. We had everything from aloo paratha to butter toast to my all time favorite puri bhaji. Um, ma- I usually like to start my day with the king size breakfast. At least for me, it is king size. Mostly it is paratha and curd prepared by my lovely mother. But nowadays, I like having my favorite peanut butter and tofu sandwiches prepared by my bhai and bhabi. So thanks to them. I also like to cook sometimes, but I am no pro. Um, uh,
Um,
Yes, I like to cook sometimes, but I am no pro. I think you all must have gotten hungry by now, so I will stop with my continuous food talk. Then I spend most of the time working in a typical 10 to 7 job. Yes, in private sectors, it is 10 to 7 for us. I'm a marketing professional. I have a love hate relationship with my job. Love because it helps me earn my living, and hate because it stops me from picking up things which I really love to do, from learning to stitch, from playing guitar or photography. It's not like I'm not able to get time out for those things which I really like to do, but it's mostly about my old habits which are not letting me take that first step. It is the most easy as well as the hardest part of starting any journey. uh, for the last birthday, my sister gifted me this book. It is called A Little Course in Stitching. That book has been lying on my desk for the last 5 months, but I'm not able to pick that up. Maybe it's all in my head. I'm still in the phase where I'm figuring out things. So I hope that this year I will be able to take that first step. I'm the youngest in my family of five. Both my sister and brother got married in the last 3 4 years, and my relationship with my parents also changed a lot during these 2 years. I don't know how and when this change came, from playing Ludo together during lockdown to watching Shark Tanks nowadays, from cooking lacha paratha with my dad to encouraging my mom to start her own cooking channel. I don't know Punjabi much, but I love watching Punjabi movies with my dad. I wait for the weekends to go to park with them, where we'll just watch the squirrels. I will read my novel on one side, and my dad will enjoy his peanuts, and Mama will enjoy the sun. Uh, it has been most beautiful as well as the peaceful time of my entire week. I don't know when and how this change came, but now it has become an important part of me. It has become very important for me to ensure that they are happy, they are laughing, and they're just enjoying their life. I love my two babies, my mom and dad. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. Back to you.
So let's have a standing ovation for an icebreaker for Charu.
Kindly
And the applause
everyone
must
unmute
continue.
and give a clap.
Please unmute yourself and have a great applause for Toastmaster Charu.
Thank you so much.
And timer, please have 1 minute for the feedback. As stated, feedback can be in the chat in the Zoom meeting, or I will tag her in the group as well, so that people can share their feedback on WhatsApp as well. Thank you. Timer, it's 1 minute is over. Now, before we go into the third one, speech, we have a change of evaluator. We have the Toastmaster Vishal. Vishal is in the business of designer metal sheets for the past 2 decades, and he's also a founder of brand Ferro Hide, which deals in designer metal sheets for elevation, for card and interiors, and also utilizing the sheets for making the product that are novel in nature. So I bring Vishal for the evaluation of the speech. Toastmaster Vishal, please come on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. So it's my immense pleasure to introduce today's third speaker, Mr. Anubhav Somani. He would be speaking about his level 2, project 2. The pathway he has chosen is innovative planning, and the topic of the day is escapism to the real world. Escapism to the real world. Over back to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
So we have the very vibrant member of today, Toastmaster Anubhav. He is actually also into music. He's pursuing CA course and has an own YouTube channel. Last week, we had the opportunity of listening to some of his tunes, amazingly doing well. And he's always looking forward to improve himself to become a public speaker. So I bring the Toastmaster Anubhav on stage, and his speech title, Escapism to Real World. Escapism to Real World, Toastmaster Anubhav Somani.
Just sorry for the interruption. Anubhav, can you please make your background the real one? So because once you move now, so I think you will be invisible sometimes. So make it a normal one. That would be great.
Just a minute. Is it fine?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is looking fine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Anubhav, I'm just interrupting. If you can just remove the blur virtual background, you can just keep it plain so that we can see you properly.
Oh, actually, this becomes a distraction when I see without a blur. Is it fine if I keep blur on? Or should I remove it?
Like if you're standing like this and you will be speaking, then it's fine. But if you will be moving, then it will be a bit difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay, the timer, you can start. When passion meets work, work becomes a hobby. Hello, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Anubhav Somani here in front of you. And today, I will speak about my passion, how I discovered it, and how I was able to utilize it to the biggest and to the fulfillment of my requirement. For the first thing, I wish to ask everyone, how many of us have addressed or identified passion in our real life? For this, I would like to ask some of the people and Toastmaster. For Toastmaster Sahib Preet, could you please tell your passion?
My passion is writing.
How you discovered it and how are you able to fulfill it, like your requirements?
Discovered it randomly. It was never pre-planned. I just one day I thought, let me just write it, and I shared it on social media. And when I started getting acknowledgement, I realized that I can do better than this. So that's how it started. And now I'm using almost all the platforms to make sure that I make the most of the passion that I have.
Well, that's great. So next, I would like to ask Toastmaster Anil Sharma. So how were you able to identify first of all your passion?
Yeah, Anubhav, if you talk about my passion is playing a cricket. But due to some other.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
If you talk about my passion, this is my passion is playing a cricket since starting. But could not focus on this area due to some other reason or to focus on my family and some official work culture and all. That's it.
Okay, that's great. So Toastmaster Vishal, sorry, Toastmaster Vishal, could you tell about your passion?
Yeah, so my passion is to be fit, and I'm really very much fond of doing jogging and lots of meditation also.
Great.
Yeah.
And what about Toastmaster Shweta?
Okay, my passion is to just keep making this world a better place by me being in it.
That's great. So, what I see everything in common is that apart from our daily work, we have some or the other time to invest in our passion. And that's a really important thing in our life. In this competitive world, we need to indulge in something or the other. Otherwise, our schedule will get dull and monotonous. This is a really important thing for us, not only to just identify and look ahead with our passion, but also to capitalize it to the fullest, so that we are able to keep our mind active and fit. So let me tell about myself, how I discovered my passion. Like other 7-year-old kid, I too used to get thinking that what is my passion? How can I discover something which I'm really good at? With this, I was able to identify one of the passion, that was music. I like to play instruments. I like playing synthesizer. I used to play it for hours and hours, but never did I know that this is a really important and a main aspect in my life, that I was able to concentrate more on my studies with this. I used to follow it apart from my studies, and I realized that this is a better investment opportunity for me than going ahead with something else. So I tried and started with my YouTube channel. And today I am sure that I am able to upload some quality videos and able to attract people's attention. So I want to say that not only just by having a passion in ourselves, this can also help us in getting an extra source of income. This is a added advantage to it. So I would like to share a screen in front of you.
The screen sharing is already done by timer,
Yeah.
so
this is a screen. So what can you identify looking at the screen? That a person is involved in work, but besides this, she's thinking of something else, of painting. So why not identify and work on your passion too, when you have time to invest in it? So fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would like to say to all of you that please don't indulge in work all the time. Try and identify your passion, try to capitalize it, and make the fullest of all. Thank you. That's all from my side. Over to you, Emod.
Thank you, Toastmaster Babu. Now let's have a round of applause for his speech. And we have 1 minute to give the feedback. I'll tag him in the group as well. And you all can share the feedback in the chat as well.
think it's over.
Thank you. Thank you, timer. Coming back to our guest, so we have the very exciting table topic session. Before that, let us talk about the subject of the one thing. As mentioned by Toastmaster Anubhav also in the speech, you should have that one thing which actually excites you, which you love to do, and you can actually make it also as a career. Explore those things. So coming back to the guest Ravi Kumar, I have one small question on that one thing. For example, when we say the success of a lot of people, a lot of companies like Apple, they behaved as a disruptor in the industry. They focused on one thing at that time which was missing, and that was the interactive smartphones. Now, do you think such focus, such goal setting, or to keep something as one thing in your mind really helps your career? Yes, Ravi Kumar.
Yeah, thank you. I completely agree with the argument you have given. So I think it's there. When we focus on one particular thing, our whole attention energy, goes into it. So I can relate to it very well. So I am a person who is inclined towards spiritualism. So there are ways one can see spiritualism. I see it in two compartments. So there is a belief component to it where we talk about philosophy and mythology. And then there is a practical side to it, which makes one more proactive, more responsible, and I would say more joyful. So how it happens, so how I see it happening in my life or dwelling in my life, the more more involved I am in anything and everything that I do. So take for the moment, I am in this, this is the first meeting that I am attending for Toastmasters West Delhi Club. So it's my duty to be 100% here, completely involved in this particular moment. If I'm doing that, I'll be more joyful, and I would say I'll be more spiritual. So that is how I see spirituality happening in my life. And if I can replicate it in every phase of my life, either my career, my family, my relations, then I would say I will do much better, and I would be a much better person for me, my family, and for society as well. So that is
Thank you,
one goal
Toastmaster.
which I'm looking for.
Thank you, guest Ravi Kumar. So the new Toastmaster Sindhu, I have one question on this subject as the one thing. And meanwhile, guys, we're treating also as 2-minute break, as Shweta and we discussed. We are short of time, so it is also a washroom break. Anybody wants to leave the meeting for 2 minutes, they can come back. We're going to have a couple of questions with the guest and some of our participants. So yes, thank you, timer, Toastmaster Sakshi. So Toastmaster Sindhu, when I read the book, it actually mentioned that multitasking is not good. You should focus on the one thing, wherein I somehow disagreed with the statement of course, he's putting her stress on the one thing to focus, but there are certain things when you need to have a multitasking in your hand. You need to have that skill. How do you take that statement, Toastmaster Sindhu?
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Lokesh. Actually, in my view, multitasking is very stressful. So if I will do one thing at one time, so it will more productive, and it is more effective. So multitasking is not more productive. If I have some example, like I am working in marketing, so also I want to open my dance class. So my mind will divert into work. So I will not work for one thing, and they both will be affected. So this is not good
Interesting.
in my point of view.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhu.
Yes.
We have a guest named Richa. Richa, can you come on stage?
Good morning.
Good morning. So the authors also mentioned that although everything matters equally, but you need to have the priority of that one thing which actually matters to you the most, because everything cannot be equal. I agree with that statement. According to you, how do you prioritize yourself when you have so many things and each phase or each action, each task becomes important at one stage? How do you do that?
I firmly agree because in today's world we have got so many things to do. And if we list it down, you will come across more than 20 things in your work to do list. But as the time management says, the principle of time management is like you need to come out and set your priorities in life. Whatever you feel is the most urgent, most important thing, you should do it first so that you are able to do rest of the things on time. And as a trainer states, like eat the dead frog first. So that means you must do the most difficult job and the most urgent, most important thing as the first thing. Whenever you get up in the morning, do it as quickly as possible. And in fact, on the other hand, you somehow feel as if you have achieved something. You somehow feel motivated and encouraged, and it also helps you to do rest of the things also. So that is why it is most important thing in the world to set your priorities. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Richa. Now, without delaying anything, I will bring our table topic master to take on the stage. He is a salesperson by profession, a theater enthusiast, movie buff, and blogger from heart. I have actually watched his table TMOD video of the last session, and what an amazing personality. And I have personally seen him and met him in a couple of meetings. I would say very cool-headed Sikh. I really admire the way he conducts the meetings. Welcome Toastmasters Preet, and you will have the stage for table topic session now. Meanwhile, Santosh, we will definitely be bringing you on stage. I saw that you raised a hand. Maybe Preet will be also encouraging you, and we will also ask you feedback at the end. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Lukesh sir. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this amazing table topic session of Toastmaster Club of West Delhi. For the benefit of the guests, let me explain everyone what this session will be all about. Till now, we have seen the prepared speeches section where the speakers are prepared, but table topic encourages the speakers to focus on their impromptu speaking skills. So what will happen is that they will be given a topic or a situation on the spot, and without thinking, they will have to speak on that for minimum 1 to 2 minutes. So this is going to be a really exciting session. However, this is how we conduct this session normally, that the table topic master prepares some topics and share it with the speakers. But I felt that this is very unfair because the table topic master in this case is actually prepared with the topics while the speakers aren't. So I thought of breaking the rule today. I am not prepared with any topic. I don't have any checks, anything I haven't written anything in my notebook. So what I'll be doing is I'll be calling people randomly on the stage and I'll start a conversation with them. And during that conversation only, I'll frame a topic and on which the speaker will have to speak for minimum 1 to 2 minutes. I think this is going to be really exciting, and I need maximum participation from everyone, the guests as well as the Toastmasters. First of all, I need a volunteer to start this session. So who would want to be the volunteer? CM Vishal?
Yes, I feel.
Would you want to be my first volunteer?
Sure.
Why are you sitting outside your house always?
No, I'm not sitting outside my house, so it's a virtual.
That I know. Come on, I'm not that.
So these are my high design wooden finish steel sheets that is there in the display.
Great. I saw that you were continuously writing something while the speakers were speaking. So what is it that you are writing?
You know what? Actually, sometimes I started this writing 3 years back, and what started me into this is like I really like the topic of the today that Anubhav said, passion. I'm really very passionate about to make my company of 500 crore rupees. and I'm in my business from past 22 years. But I'm still, on the very starting phases of my business life. So right now I'm on the verge of that to making it, but still lots of things to achieve. So that things are still not achieved. So that is why I put my thoughts into writing. So I started writing in that way. So right now, sometimes it comes up with, my life, or sometimes it comes up with what I have to achieve, but still I didn't achieve that. So I put all these things into words, and that words come automatically somehow from within. That is how I started writing, and still writing. And now it becomes my passion, so I really enjoy writing now. So whatever topic there will be, I write something, and it really feels me sometimes very elated when I write something and people, applaud for that. So that is how I'm going on live, and that is one of the aspects of the passion. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. I would just request the timer to start the timing when I'll give a cue, because I think that because I'll be having a conversation, and from the conversation only I'll be starting the topic. So I'll, on that cue only, please start the timing. Okay, now I would require a guest to volunteer. So guest Santosh has raised his hand. You can first open your video camera and come on screen. Yes, Santosh, I can see you. So I saw in your introduction that you shared that you have this agricultural background. You're a postgraduate in agriculture.
Yeah.
So what is that one thing that you feel that you also mentioned that you want to improve your leadership skills, and that's the reason why you are at the Toastmaster. What is the one thing you would want to bring a change in the agriculture sector specifically, if you excel in this role and become a leader one day? So this is your topic and timer. You can start the time when he's ready to speak.
Sure. As you all remember, the farmers, day by day, we are reading the newspaper, we are listening to the news. Farmers are suiciding, and they are not getting actual price they deserve, and they are not able to produce the potential crops, like potential yield. So, if I improve my leadership skill, I will not if for sure I will improve my leadership skill, and I will improve production efficiency of the farmers. I will start an enterprise that will help farmers, that will suggest it will provide extension service to the farmers, and it will improve their production efficiency. And also I will create a platform that they could get maximum returns, and it will remove all the barriers, that is middlemen and everyone, and all the marketing structure. So I will create one platform that it will directly provide their produce to the consumers, so that the consumers may also get the affordable price, and also farmers will get at maximum price for their produce. So I will work on their efficiency, improving their efficiency, and also uh, getting the maximum returns for their produce, so that they can I can make their lives better. If the farmers are happy, the whole country and the whole world will be happy, because they are feeding us three times a day, and we must be grateful for them. So I will work for them. Thank you so much. That's all. Over to you.
Wonderful thoughts, Santosh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Being coming to the meeting. I hope you will become a member next time you join the meeting.
Sure.
Okay. Next up, whom should we call? I need a Toastmaster to be volunteer for this. Shweta is always dancing as always. Yes, Shweta, you're not playing any role, or you are the evaluator?
Yeah, I am.
I would want someone who hasn't taken any role. Apologies. Lakshit is there, I believe, today. CM Lakshit.
Yes, yes.
Hi, Lakshit.
Am I
how are you?
audible?
Turn your camera.
Camera. Okay. Wait a minute.
Am I visible?
Yes, you're visible.
Okay.
You've just woken up, I believe. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think you have some network issues.
Yeah, little bit.
Look up your camera if it's affecting your network issues. I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Richard, how are you planning to spend your Sunday today?
It's going fine.
So what are your plans for today after the Toastmaster meeting?
Plans for today. I have not made any plans right now. It's just going. The day is going.
So you need to prepare a plan right now, and that's your topic. That how you'll be spending your today, Sunday. What is the one thing that you're going to do? And the
Okay.
timer, you can just restart the timing because I've just given him the topic. Okay.
So if I have to plan my day for today, I would say after the meeting is over, I will be eating my breakfast first because I have not eaten yet. Uh, then uh, then I will watch some Twitter for some time, half an hour, I guess. Then I have thought of studying because I very do that very less. So Sundays especially for reserved for studying because the 6 days of my week goes in work. So um, then around when I have done studying around 5 or 6 o'clock. Excuse me. When I'm done studying around 6 and 5 o'clock, then I will go for a walk. And after a walk of half an hour, then I will watch some movie and pass my time. That's all. That's all. It will gonna take my whole time, and I'm all. That's it. These
Wonderful.
things
I
will
hope.
take all my time.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Okay, great.
Okay. Thanks.
So who should be our next volunteer? TM Anil Sharma is there today.
Yes, Sahil.
Anil,
Hello,
hi.
am I audible?
You're traveling today.
Yeah, I have some other plans, so I'm traveling. In the meanwhile, I'm just trying to utilize my time to joining the tour for joining the tour.
Where are you going today?
I'm going for Noida, basically for my some friends. Basically, we are for some investment purpose. We are just looking some new properties and all in Noida.
You're working on a Sunday also.
Yes.
Great. Okay. You're going to Noida. So how frequently do you travel there?
Come again, Sahil, please.
How frequently do you travel to Noida? Is it your favorite go-to place?
No, it's hardly basically after this lockdown. Basically, I have worked in Noida also. When I was in Standard Chartered Bank, I spent 2.5 years there while traveling to Noida by metro. But after the lockdown, I did not visit to the Noida, and it's first time I think 3 or 4 years after 3 or 4 years. First time I'm going to Noida.
Okay, so your topic will be what is the one thing that you like about the Noida place, and what is the one thing that you don't like about the city? That will be your topic. And the timer, you can start the time when Anil is ready.
Yes, I am ready. So Noida basically, if you talk about like things which basically it's a good locality and that recently is developing. And if you talk about this, I like most of the infrastructure, how they develop like the roads and the house they have constructed, leaving some space in front of every house and all. So this is a good thing which I am looking, and there is no such crowd if you compare with Delhi and all. So Delhi is a huge crowded nowadays. So I'm also planning to shift it to Noida from Delhi. So that's the reason I'm just exploring the locations and all. And if talk about the dislike things, the law and order. If we compare for last 5 or 6 years, it improved, but now there is still there is so much improvement is required for the law and order. So there is one constraint which I look like in this particular location. However, this we talk about the atmosphere and the ambience and the crowd, the malls and the schools. These are the full furnished and full with capacity. So that is the thing. So that is from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anil, for being the sport and participating while you're working. Thank you so much. Let's move ahead. Can I have the guest Himanshu on screen?
Yes, I'm already on the screen itself.
Yeah. Hi, Himanshu. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm wonderful, wonderfully fine. And you mentioned in your introduction that you belong to this mutual fund industry, right?
Yes, right.
Mutual fund, I think the first time I came across this term was mostly during the TV ad breaks when this
Watching
random
cricket?
statement comes. Mutual fund investment are subject to market risk. Please read the offer documents carefully before investing. Something like this.
That's true.
That's your daily job, I believe.
Not that statement. I need not to give that statement
But
again and
selling
again.
mutual funds.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not selling mutual funds. I'm in the operations team where I'm taking care of all the transactions which are happening on a daily basis, from submitting the transaction to get it processed and get the confirmation to the customer and the distributors.
Okay. So what is the, I also belong to this financial industry. I'm working in ICICI Bank. And yes, the work role can be really tough some days, on some days. So I would want to ask you, and that will be a topic, what is the one thing that you dislike or hate about the job that you do? And you can open your heart completely and share your thoughts on the same. And that is your topic. And timer, you can start the time when Himanshu is ready.
Okay, the one thing that I hate about my job, then sometimes sometimes that became very hectic when different kind of things I have to take care of this, because at the same day, say for example, a Monday we are going to receive more applications, more complaints, more requests for statements or any other requirements. So Monday was the thing. Monday is the day then when I got to know that I have to do that much task, and that will take a lot of time, lot of my day time, and I won't be able to complete my daily thing that I wanted to do. uh, I, I generally stuck in the midways of solving the queries and the complaints and responding to it, because all the members in the entire company got stuck in that particular day. So that is the thing. I think that is the most hectic thing for me to do. Sometimes there are multitasking. When we are saying that multitasking is difficult, multitasking is difficult because I need to take care of I wanted to take care of one task at a time, and that's how I can be most productive at that point of time. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. Uh, would like to call another guest now. Who is JY?
Yeah, hi, this is me, Jyoti Yadav.
Hi, Jyoti Yadav. You're a guest?
Yeah, I'm the guest.
Okay. Can you switch on your camera?
Yeah, just a second. Am I audible properly?
Yes, you are audible.
Am I visible?
Yes, you're visible. Jyoti, I believe you haven't given your introduction in the beginning because you joined late. So you can first of all start with your introduction, like how you came to know about this meeting and what are you doing right now?
I find this group from Facebook actually. Then I drop a message in group. So after that, Shweta called me and we discussed there about this group. And about myself, I'm the founder of We Events and Entertainment. It's an event agency, as well as I'm doing entrepreneur program from IIM Bangalore. I'm 34 and I'm unmarried, as well as I'm a cancer patient. Yeah, I'm a survivor of cancer. I think that's it.
So wonderful to have you in a meeting. So, like you told that you belong to this event industry, entertainment industry, and you organize events, if
Yeah.
that's what I've understood. So, I'm supposing that for one of your event, I'm giving you a topic right now. For one of your event, you have to your basically customer ask you to invite Shah Rukh Khan for one of their wedding, and so you have gone to meet Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, and you are going to make a pitch to him. So you have to tell about all the things that is special about the occasion and your company. And this is how you are going to. You have 1 to 2 minutes to speak on it, and this is your topic. So timer, whenever she's ready, start the timing. And the stage is
I
ready.
didn't get your question. I didn't get your question. Actually,
You
I'm
have
into.
to ask Mr. Shah Rukh Khan to be a part of the event that you are organizing. It could be a wedding. It could be anything.
I can't hear you properly. I'm sorry, I can't hear you properly.
Actually,
Write down.
what he is
Am I
saying, can
audible
you
to you?
hear me properly?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Saipreet, if I have got the question right, you want to invite Shah Rukh Khan for an event that could be a wedding or something else, right?
Right.
Okay, so you need to invite Shah Rukh Khan for an event organized by you that could be a wedding or any other event. How will you do that? That's your question.
Okay. So actually, it's the work of celebrity management team. We have a multiple team who can hire everyone. So it can be a vendor management or celebrity management team. So first of all, I discuss with my celebrity management team and discuss over there about my event, complete event brief. According to brief, we discuss with Shah Rukh manager regarding event and check out the availability of Shah Rukh on same date he is available or not, and inform the client accordingly. If he is available, so definitely we will hire Shah Rukh. Otherwise, we give some other options to my client.
You can speak little bit
You can
more,
continue
maybe.
for 10 seconds more. You have time.
Sorry, Shweta, come again.
You can speak little bit more. You have 10-15 seconds more to actually be in the limit.
Okay, actually, I'm talking about myself first of all, that I am into corporate events. We are doing 90% of our events, corporate events. It can be event exhibition or the brand promotional campaigns like mall activations, school activations, and the other kind of road shows and etc. And about my 10%, we are doing social event. It comes into wedding events, parties, birthday parties, etc. This is a profile of my company.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think you have explained very well about the role and the topic also. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for coming to the meeting and speaking on stage. I think this is time for me to end the session because we are running out of time. For the people who have not got opportunity, I would recommend them to come again. And because we allow everyone, give opportunity to everyone to work and improve themselves. And this is how we all of the Toastmasters who are the members right now began our journey. This is all from my side. Back to you, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saiprit. While the Tech Master does the polling for all the votes for speeches, including table topic session.
Yeah, so everyone, I'm launching the poll first for the speaker, best speaker. Kindly vote, please, all of you.
And the co-host, they can send WhatsApp to Toastmaster Shweta, or they can put a private message to TM Shweta for counting their votes, because co-host cannot.
I'm making her removing the co-host, right? So she can also vote.
While the polling is being done from the table topic session, okay, let's vote first.
Please, everyone vote.
Toastmaster Shweta, and let me also know how many have not voted after a few seconds so that we can prompt everybody.
Sure.
Oh, we have a guest as well, Taranjot Kaur. I didn't see her before. So we will have some movement of Taranjot.
We have 4 more, please. Please vote. Four more votes to go. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. In whoever has not voted, please vote, I would say. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Now I'm launching the poll for the best table topic speaker. 1 minute. Until that time, you can take over Toastmaster of the day. I'm just launching the poll.
All right. From the table topic session, I found when people are coming to speak, especially the guest, that willpower is always on the well. It is your will to come up on stage and speak something. It is not an easy task. The one thing which keeps you away is the fear of addressing the audience, is the fear of failure. And that one thing becomes the most important thing for you to take care, because this is a fear which will come up at every situation, every stage, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's friend, every difficult situation. All right, we have the poll now. Best TT speaker, table topic speaker.
Yes, I would request everyone to please participate and vote. Okay, Gurvansh Preet, I know you cannot as you didn't heard, so it's okay. Everyone, please participate and vote. That would be very valuable. Each of your vote is very valuable actually for the results. Yes, 3 more to go, please. I will end the poll in just 3 more. I'm waiting for 5 seconds. Whoever has not voted, please vote. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
All right. While I bring the general evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshar, I only have one more feedback or a question for our new member, Toastmaster Shivangi. Is she here? All right. Maybe the guest Taranjot Kaur, can you come up on stage and share your views on the one thing which we are talking about here, and that is especially the will. That will is actually upon your decision to do something. Can you come up? Taranjot Kaur. Okay. We will have those more feedbacks and more discussions after the general evaluation session. I now hand over the stage to our general evaluator, who's going to bring his team and give us the insight on what was good, what was bad, what could be better. I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Sakshar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. And I'm first of all really sorry for the earlier inconvenience, because in my club generally the format is that the team odd generally introduces the tag team, but that's fine. So before I start to bore you guys, I would like to first of all call all the auxiliary role players, starting with the timer. Do we have the timer on stage?
Sakshar, we have to start with general evaluators first.
Will you not start with the speeches evaluation, Sakshar? Just a question.
Yeah, I'll evaluate everyone in the end. But first, I'll be calling all the auxiliary role players so that I can point out if any other suggestions are there in their reports.
All right, all right.
Hi, Sakshar, timer here. You were calling upon the timer, I guess.
Yes, could you please present the report for the meeting?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay, I was just making it. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can, but with the time written like
Yeah.
8 seconds. That one we can see.
Yeah, so this is the timer report eventually, like, so all the table topics, the times are here. And
But
if there-
report is not there, Sakshi. That's what we are saying. We cannot see the report.
what do you mean by report? Like report isn't like this.
Like we can see the timer that you are presenting
Yeah.
throughout the meeting, but we can't see the
Okay,
report.
okay. I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. Just a sec. Let me share it again.
No problems.
Okay, are you able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to do evaluations. But however, these speeches time are here. So Mohit, it's 7 minutes 28 seconds. He was just like on the edge before disqualifying. Charu, it's 4 minutes 20 seconds. And Anubhav, he was 6 minutes 9 seconds, which was bang on. And for the table topic, everyone was on time. They were all within 2 minutes. Vishal, 1 minute 30 seconds. Potential Toastmaster Santosh, 1 minute 39 seconds. Lakshit, 1 minute 38 seconds. Anil, 1 minute 33. Himanshu, 1 minute 32. And Jyoti Yadav, 1 minute 42 seconds. That is all from my side. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, timer, for that fabulous report. Now may I call the grammarian for today?
Hello, I hope you were able to hear me and see me.
Yes, definitely.
So first of all, I congratulated all the speakers for their dedicated talks. Not even the speakers, even in the tough situations of table topic speeches. Yeah, all speakers talked with equanimity. And I had noted down some good things and some improper usages. I'll start with the good sentences, words and saying. TM Mohit used a word which is frantic in his statement, that we made some frantic calls to our friends. Another thought he has shared, that ignorance can be educated, illness can be medicated, but stupidity lasts forever. PM Anubhav also The topic of his speech also was a great saying that escapism to the real world. And one important and a very interesting saying is he mentioned that when passion becomes work, then work becomes hobby itself. One of the important one of the interesting sayings used by guest Richa to explain in a better way time management principle. The saying was, "Eat the dead frog first." So there were few improper usages. I like to mention that one of the speaker used the statement, "My dad will enjoy eating peanuts." So the correct sentence can be, "My dad enjoys eating peanuts," because when the subject does the usual thing or the regular thing, we use the past tense. The second word improper usage is, "Not only it is the hobby, it is the source of earning good money." So when we use "not" in the first sentence, it is better to use the proper correlative conjunction, which is "not only but also." So the correct sentence could be, "Not only it is the hobby, but it is also the source of earning good money." The third improper usage one speaker used, "I started this writing 3 years back." He could have used that, "I starting the hobby of writing 3 years back," or "I started developing the interest of writing 3 years back." If I come to the usage of the word equanimity, TM only one speaker used it, which is the Toastmaster of the day, TM Lokesh, and I have used it just now. Thank you very much. Over to you, Janaki.
Thank you so much. Last but not the least, I would like to call our counter for the day.
Hey, yes, I'm here. I have my report with me. So, guess Santosh, there was around 20 to 30 hours on one and one, so around 5. Guest Himanshu, there were us around 5 to 10. There were the words that you repeated, that, I, entire, thick. TM Kanika, there was only one TM Sheta, there was only two TM Sunny, there were us around 5 to 10. One, there was a repeat of and there was the sound TM Lokesh, there were your was around 15 to 20, and so was one, or there was a one pause, and you repeated which and very one. The use of one is one, and is two. Okay. TM Saksha, so was one, you know one, one. TM Sakshi, one, okay, one, so one. TM Rajat, actually TM Rajat, there was a around 5 to 10 times, 5 to 10. Guest Ravi Kumar, so 5, 10, you know, one time used. TM Mohit, there was only so was used one time, and there was only one pause. Everything was perfect, and I like your speech very much. TM Charu, there was used 5 to 10 times. 5 times. TM Sahib Preet, so was used one time, the one time, 10 to 15 times. Anil Sharma was used many times. It was around 25 to 30. Basically one, and so one. TM Vishal, you know, was used 2 times, so 10 times, like one, 15, and one, the one. There was repeat of words, that and so, once. TM Anubhav was around 5 to 10. So was 5, was 2. TM Sindhu was around 5 to 10. Yes, one, one, so one, like one. Guest Richa, there was only one TM Lakshit, there was around 15 to 20 times. Pause one, so 2, then was repeated 2 times. The and was 2 times. And the last, guess Jyoti was used 15 to 20 times, and one, so 3 times. One time, and 1 time. That's all. Back to you.
Thank you. So now I'll be starting, and as I was asked that why am I calling the auxiliary role players? So my secret is that just like a strict teacher, I had to take their Viva first so that I can evaluate everyone in the end. I'm just kidding. So just to start with my report, first of all, coming to a Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Lokesh. Well, I just want to say one thing, that Toastmaster Lokesh, I've seen him in different roles now, as a grammarian, as a speaker, and now
I'm sorry, Saksha, to again interrupt in your report. But what I meant before was that calling the evaluators of the speeches, actually, that is not done, right? I mean, I don't know how it happens in your club, but we...
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
I can call them first. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to interrupt you again.
No worries. I think there is some, every club has certain
Correct.
forms, so it gets a bit confusing, but not a problem. So before starting my boring report, I'll just call all the evaluators first. So coming to evaluator 1, that is Toastmaster Shweta.
Perfect. I'm sorry again, though. And
No worries,
now,
no
because
worries.
you will have to evaluate us as well. So that is why. And to start with, what a story. I have to say, it's always a privilege to actually evaluate Toastmaster Mohit. I got this opportunity. I have to say that it was an amazing speech. Not only the story was there was humor, there was voice modulation wherever it was needed. Like, for example, the police sirens. This is still going on in my head right now. And I was laughing every time Toastmaster Mohit did that. And actually taking us from the journey. So there was a proper start, a proper middle ground in the story, and the ending with a beautiful quote, which we all know, but hearing it again for the speech related to that was amazing. I don't know if you guys will go to US or not, but I have to think twice now before going to US after hearing the story from Toastmaster Mohit. And now going ahead, I just have to say that there was like a lot of, voices being used that went very beautifully with the theme of the story. Like when he's talking to his friend, okay, the friend and him are walking into the park. Oh, we were wearing these monkey caps. Oh, he was scared to the jitters. And all these things made so much sense. But just, if I have to just say, it was a beautiful, amazing, and a flawless storytelling. There's 2 things I would like to recommend in this speech. One would be just to check, these are just logistics, just to check the position of yourself before starting the speech. Because in between, we were missing you here and there, and we may miss some of the important actions you may use, or the voice, like going from here to there, the positioning we may miss. And the second, the voice modulation in between the story little bit became plain. So I don't know if it was the requirement of the storytelling, but otherwise, all in all, a wonderful story that I'm taking home today, and definitely will like to hear more whenever it is possible from Toastmaster Mohit. What a wonderful way of storytelling, with humor, with voice modulation, with a lot of engaging humor. We all were with you in the story. So thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shweta. Now coming to the second evaluator, that is Toastmaster Sunny.
Hello, everyone. What an amazing speech. CM Charu, I want to ask you, was it really your first speech? I doubt that, because you spoke like a pro.
No, it was my first speech only.
Okay, I could relate with each and every element of your speech, except for when you said cute Punjabi family. Believe me, I am also from a Punjabi family, and my Punjabi relatives are everything but cute. So talking further about your speech, I must say that your speech was well represented. The best part of your speech when you started talking about your passion for food, which is also one of my favorite topic, and your choice of words was brilliant for a Sunday morning. You use words like aloo parantha, puri bhaji, which all of us really love. Uh, Coming to some finer elements of your speech was well presented. It was well structured. You have beautifully integrated all the elements you wanted to talk about, right from your passion for food, your family trips, your work schedule, and your hobbies. So each and every element was there in your speech, making it very relatable. And you spoke with great conviction and passion. Your body language was calm and your voice was very soothing. However, I just have a few recommendations for you, which can take your speech to the next level. You just spoke for 4 minutes. When the excitement was building up, uh, then your speech, then your speech ended. I wanted to hear more from you. One more thing, had you maintained slight distance from your screen, it would have given you more scope to use your hand gestures and body language. Third and last was your choice of topic versus the content. Your topic was work, relations, and food. However, I could see that it was more aligned towards said that your passion for food. Had you given each element equal weightage, then you would have been able to brought your topic and passion more beautifully. However, still you did a wonderful job. You have a great potential and all the skills needed to be a good public speaker. I wish you all the best for your forthcoming speeches. Sunny Mehta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. So last but not the least, I'll be calling evaluator number 3, that is Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shakshar. Passion should be the most key aspect of human being's life. When passion becomes work, work becomes hobby. Your topic was very much relatable to all of us. So audience awareness was to the fullest. And I like your intent of the speech and the message you conveyed through your speech. And really, passion is the foremost aspect one has to have. Secondly, the clarity of your voice was very much perfect. Your tone was great and you was in the flow. Whatever you said landed very well to us. When you started the speech with passion, the two-way conversation is a good sign of a good speech. But you have to keep it short also. Or you can make the people ready beforehand so that you can utilize your stipulated time in a well manner. I saw you participated very well all the times, but the participation of your hand gestures was a little bit less. And the movement of your body was also a little bit, yes, the way we have to use the virtual space is really missing. So it is very important to use the virtual space to get connected to the audience. The eye contact convey your emotions. I would like to suggest you were off the track. You have to be with the audience while your speech delivery. It will help both the parties to understand each other well that what we are up to. Apart from that, we are here to learn and you did it very well. As I saw many times, you always participate no matter what. And this is how you will grow and you are on for it. In the last, I would like to say You are such a contented human being and in the path to become a better person. How equanimously you delivered your intent behind your speech shows how much you are interested to build a strong passion in your life. So the aliveness of the topic was mesmerizing. In the last, I would like to say, start finding the ways how you get paid for your passion. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So finally, now I'm here with my report. But before starting, I would like to say that this meeting had a lot of, I know a lot of technical glitches in Zoom. It's all understandable. Sometimes there was a miscommunication gap between the orders. But I must say, everyone here, whether they are the guest or the Toastmasters, they were full of equanimity. And I really appreciate that. And for that, I think we can have a huge round of applause for everyone out here, because it was fantastic. Each and every time there was some difficult situation, but everyone was calm. They were full of equanimity, and that was very impressive. So now, starting with my report, the meeting started on time. And coming back to our first Toastmaster, that is Toastmaster Lokesh, who was the team out for today. And Toastmaster Lokesh, I've seen him in 3 different roles now, one as a grammarian, one as a speaker, and now as a Toastmaster of the day. And I must say that he's all the time, he's evolving. He's all the time engaging in different kinds of, he's bringing a new element to his role whenever he's playing whatever role he is. For example, in today's meeting, a beautiful thing that I found about his topic, but you can say that he was all the time adding a personal touch to it. Every time he was introducing whether any Toastmaster, he was adding a personal touch to it. And this just clearly shows that at the back end, he has been working. He must have asked everyone about their interest or some sort of an introduction so that he can introduce them properly in the meeting. So kudos on that. That was a very beautiful point that I liked. Second, the agenda was explained properly in the beginning by Toastmaster Lokesh, and some beautiful insights from the book that he was mentioning. And the topic, I loved it. One thing, I think in today's time, because I was not able to have the chance to speak about this, I feel that in today's time, the one thing that we should focus on is now. That is the present. Lord Buddha once said, it's just your breath and you and nothing else. So I feel like right now I'm in the meeting, definitely after the meeting, everyone has different tasks to complete, whether they want to chill or they want to do some work on a Sunday. But apart from that, I feel the one thing that we all should focus on is at the present moment. So a fantastic topic. Kudos on that, Toastmaster Lokesh. And as I'm always saying that I'm like a, I call myself a thief. Why? Because I'm all the time just seeking out some or the other things that I can just take out from other speakers or any other Toastmaster who is doing something great. And I can just imbibe that, and I can actually adapt to that, and I can use it in my respective roles. So I'll definitely, this personal touch point, I loved it, and I'll be using it. So thanks to Toastmaster Lokesh for that. Now coming to the auxiliary role players, the grammarian, fantastic. The role was explained properly. And the word of the day, the grammarian was quite observant of the fact that whosoever was using the word of the day, as well as what was the good and bad usages of English. Just one small recommendation, that if the grammarian could have presented the report while sharing the screen, because that is more, that gives more clarity to the audience, and that becomes more engaging as well. Coming to the timer of the day, again, the role was explained properly. And one wonderful thing was that she shared the screen, and it was quite clear as to what was the agenda of the report and what was the conclusion of the report. Just one small recommendation from my side, that if the timer could have used the cards that we use, the green card, yellow card, and the red card, because personally what I felt was that if the timer is shown straight away to the speaker, it becomes a bit distracting for the speaker. I feel the speaker's concentration would be more of on the timing, apart from in spite of the fact that, okay, the time is important. This approach really helped. I love the fact that it was a different approach, but I feel this could have been turned more of into the card approach, that if the screen was shared and the card could have been changed, like for example, the green card, yellow card, and the red card, that would have been great. But apart from that, I love the fact that you had shared your report on screen. So kudos on that. Now coming to the R count of the day, again, properly, the role was properly explained. and everything was fantastic. He was quite observant enough to actually keep a track of all the ers and ums like I just used right now. So all the ers and ums that he was observant enough as to whosoever is using it. Just one small recommendation that if he also could have just shared his screen, because that actually saves time as well as it brings more clarity to all the respective members. Now, coming to the speakers, speaker one, Toastmaster Mohit. Well, I just love that. And as Toastmaster Shweta said that this police siren is here now. That's for sure. And I read somewhere, like I was watching this TED talk, and in that they just the speaker, most of the times the speaker was actually putting emphasis on one certain tune. So in that speech, I learned that these vocal cues are so important when you have to, first of all, engage the audience as well as to leave a impression in their minds after your speech. Because whatever it is, I feel that siren, if the audience, for example, I'm the audience and now I know the siren is there, so I can easily recall all the story that you were telling. And it was fantastic. First of all, I love the topic because generally in speeches, we hear a lot of different experiences, but this was more of towards like, I was not expecting this kind of a topic to come, and it was quite engaging for me. As well as I loved the body language use that you were using, as well as the voice modulation. It was fantastic. And with this, I can easily say that one pro Toastmaster was evaluating another pro Toastmasters. Like this is my first time I'm hearing you. But I can easily say that you must be quite, you're actually the way you're using your body language, the gestures, the voice modulation, and definitely the storytelling was perfect. So kudos on that. Just one small recommendation that if you could have placed the camera in a better lighting position, like right now it's perfect. We can see your face perfectly, but in that position, some sort of light was coming on your face. Apart from that, fantastic work done. Now speaker number 2, that is Charu. Well, she's giving her icebreaker speech. First of all, it was totally relatable. All the things that she was saying, whether it was a love or hate relation with her job, I could easily imagine. For example, today I have to do some work and I hate it. I just want to chill on Sunday, but at the same time, I have to work today. So, and second, I'm actually a bit, I'm actually sad. You know why? Because I was not able to evaluate Toastmaster Charu. And the major reason was food. Because I have not had my breakfast, first of all. Second of all, I'm a big foodie. And third, she was just mentioning different kinds of dishes. And I was like, come on, I just want to eat food. I want to evaluate her. But she's all the time mentioning about different sorts of dishes altogether. And my mind is totally there. So jokes apart, I love the fact she was explaining. And the best part, as the icebreaker speeches should be, that it should come from the heart. It should just explain about the person more than anything else. And that was definitely in her speech. So kudos on that. Last but not the least, as I said, as Toastmaster Lokesh said, sorry, that she loves reading books on entrepreneurship. And I also love that. So definitely some sort of bias was there from my side towards her speech. So kudos on that. Last speaker 3, that was Toastmaster Anubhav. Well, Toastmaster Anubhav beautifully explained what passion is. First of all, I would actually like to thank Toastmaster Anubhav for using such an innovative approach. He was actually engaging the audience as well as he used the screen. I mean, I have been evaluating different speeches, but either I see someone is sharing their screen or there is audience interaction. But it's rare that I see both of them happening at the same time. So kudos on that. Fantastic. Just a small recommendation that the audience interaction as well as the screen sharing, I thought personally that there was some less clarity on the time management, that if the time management could have been a bit better, because half of his speech was audience interaction. Like, yes, audience interaction is perfect, but like as well as when I'm seeing different Toastmasters as well, I feel personally that about if your total speech 30% is audience interaction, I think that's more than enough, because apart from that, then it becomes more monotonous in nature. So apart from that, fantastic job. Now coming to the evaluators. Well, evaluator 1, that was Toastmaster Shweta. As I said, she's a pro. I just evaluated her in the previous meeting where I was here as a evaluator, and that was a pleasure, no doubt about that. And the best part that I always love about her is the energy that she carries, as well as the smile. And The best part that she's very observant, because like I was also explaining my report, and in our club, generally we do the team mod first and the role players first, then we come to the evaluators. But if I would have forgotten, she would have not let me forgotten, because she was quite observant enough as to whether the decorum of the meeting and everything was sorted. So kudos on that, fantastic job done. And objective was explained properly, as well as she beautifully evaluated Toastmaster Mohit. And I think whosoever had prepared, the VP had prepared this roll sheet, she must have been very observant enough, because she paired Toastmaster Shweta with Toastmaster Mohit. I think the Toastmaster Mohit's evaluation could have been done by Toastmaster Shweta only. So kudos on that. Second, Toastmaster Sunny. Well, Toastmaster Sunny, it was fantastic. You since you were evaluating Toastmaster Charu on an icebreaker speech, it is always a pleasure to evaluate an icebreaking speech. So you explained your objectives quite properly. It was fantastic. Just one small recommendation, that if you could put your camera position in a bit proper manner, as to like we can see your face properly, because somewhere or the other, like due to the lighting, we were not able to see your face properly. So apart from that, fantastic job done. Last is Toastmaster Vishal, that is the evaluator 3. Again, beautifully explained all the objectives, as well as he was also very much observant enough, because before his speaker was starting the speech, he observed that the background may actually disturb the speech of the speaker. So kudos on that. He was quite observant enough, and he on time, he actually prompted the speaker to change it. So fantastic job done. Now I'm left with the table topic master, yes. So fantastic job done. Why? First of all, yes, another thing, my bias is there, because he's also a theater enthusiast like me. So yeah. Second, he used a different approach. And this was the first time I'm actually seeing this kind of approach. Like I remember a week back, I was the TTM, and I was just planning that how can I change this system, because it becomes quite monotonous. The same thing happens every here and there, I think, because I love to break rules. So that's why I feel that it was a fantastic job done, a new approach to this concept of table topic masters. And definitely this approach, I loved it, because you are engaging in a conversation with the different Toastmasters and guests, and then you're formulating a question. So that actually becomes kind of a table topic session for the table topic master. So kudos on that. And lovely to see how he was engaging guests, as well as those members who have not picked up the role. So fantastic job done on that. And I feel overall, brilliant job done. And it's always a pleasure, because recently I just I saw the VPH text that they require a general evaluator, and I was like, okay, I don't care whatever she thinks, but I am getting on, because I just want to attend this meeting. Why? Yes, I love my club, no doubt about that. My loyalties are there, but still, there's some sort of a vibe, some sort of a warm vibe with this club that is always, it's a pleasure to attend. So I think I can speak for another half an hour, but I think we are running out of time. So that's from my side. Over to the president. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshar. So before I hand over the stage to, we will just have a quick poll on the evaluators, and then we will be coming for feedback if we have time, or we'll close the meeting. So Toastmaster Shweta, do you have the polls ready?
Sorry, I am just gonna launch the poll for the best evaluator. Please, I would say kindly everyone vote. Sakshi, you can also vote. Everyone, please do participate and vote, please.
Yeah, all the guests can also participate in the same thing.
Yes, all the guests are also. Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh, for saying so. Okay, we just have 2 more to go, and then I will be ending the poll.
Shweta, I can't see any poll for me here.
Okay, you can write to me in the chat then. I will take your answer there.
Okay, sure.
Okay, we are done. Thank you everyone for voting. And now I will be launching the poll for the auxiliary role player. Kindly vote, please.
Toastmaster
You
Harpreet.
can see the poll now.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Toastmaster Harpreet, are you here?
Everyone, please vote. 4 more, please. Kindly vote. Whoever has not voted, I would urge to participate and vote. Every vote counts for us. Okay, just 1 more to go, please. Otherwise, 5 seconds and I'll end the poll. Just 1 more. Okay, if nobody is voting, that one person, I would end the poll now. 3, 2, 1. And now I'm launching the poll for best Sterling role player. Again, everybody, please vote. There are still 3 more to go now. Just 3 more. Whoever has not voted, please participate. It would be really nice. There's 3 more.
If anybody is having some issues, just let us know.
Yeah. 2 more now. Just 2 more to go. Come on, people, buck up. Just 2 more, otherwise I'll end the poll in 5 seconds more. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, whoever has voted. Thank you. Yeah. So I will be sending the results to Toastmasters Sahib Preet to kindly actually announce the winners, but that we will do towards the end. Are you over with your session, Toastmaster Lokesh?
Yes, one last thing which I want to share with you, which is the end of the book. It starts with 3P, and these are my takeaway from the meeting today as one thing. Live with purpose, live by priority, and live for productivity. If you can manage these things with your purpose, priority, and productivity, I am sure you will find that one thing which you need to do and grow your business, life, and anything which you want to do in future. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster Shweta.
Thank you. Due to some health issues, our president, Toastmaster Kanika, had to leave. So I will be your acting president for the moment, just to end the meeting. And kindly bear with me for 10 more minutes. I know, not 5 minutes I will like to have. I know we are going out of time, but that just means that the meeting was quite interesting and you wanted to hear more of it. Now, going on, first of all, I would like Toastmaster Sakshar. Your general evaluation report was amazing. I mean, what a beautifully explained report about every role, and you actually evaluated the speakers also so beautifully. I have to say, all the uses of your vocab is fantabulous, I would say. And the way you explained everyone's role, speakers, evaluators, I loved it thoroughly. So I would start with you only, the feedback. I know you have already given, but it's just a protocol. I have to do it. So it's always a pleasure to have you in our club, and you're always welcome, as we say. And just give us a little feedback, please.
Well, I think, thank you, first of all, Toastmaster Shweta. Well, thank you for the sweet words, but I would like to say that every sort of feedback I have actually given in my report, whatsoever I had some sort of any recommendations. Just one thing, that it's not a recommendation, it's actually, I would like to say that the same thing we are trying to inculcate in our club. Actually, when I attended your meeting for the first time, I noticed this, that it's all the time you're actually encouraging the guests. Well, generally, it happens usually that there is encouragement of guests in different clubs, but in this club, I see it's more of guest oriented, because at the same time, it's definitely because guest is here for the first time. The other Toastmasters, they are having their roles, or each and every one knows the other person, and they can have another chance the other meeting. But the guest is only here for the first time. And one beautiful thing that I noticed today was the kind of warm welcome that you were giving to the new members. That was fantastic, with the songs and the welcome, this poster. It was fantastic, because generally I've just noticed in other clubs it's more of like, okay, welcome Toastmaster Shweta to our club, I hope you enjoy, that's all. So it's quite boring, personally speaking. So I just loved it, and I think any new member would actually would, as I say, you guys have a warm vibe, and this introduction actually starts to it. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshar. It's always so wonderful to have your vibe also present in our club meeting. And with this, I would like to have our beloved guest feedbacks. So starting with guest Jyoti Yadav. Can you please give us a short feedback, please?
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I think you all guys are awesome. Really. This is my first time to take this opportunity, and really all of them. None. I can't speak even I have no words. Really.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for this wonderful feedback, and we would love to have you in our club. Now, moving on, you can always contact me. We are already in contact, but yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, Shweta. I'll call you after the session. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely. You are definitely welcome to our club. And now moving on, guest Himanshu Chaturvedi. Can you just give us a short feedback, please?
Hi. See, not as such. I haven't think out of any such feedback for this club, but I like the way the guests are treated. They have to be included in the team in the table talk topics, like Sahib Preet did today. That he introduced us firstly, and then he gave us some topics so we can speak. So we get some rhythm, and then we speak about that particular topic. So that was great. Nothing apart from that. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for your generous feedback. And now moving on to guest Santosh. Would you give us a short feedback, please?
Yeah, sure. Actually, today I like the most is the way of storytelling, and like you're creating visual effects like ding 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 ding. Yeah, it was still ringing in my head. Yeah, and also the way all the giving the feedback, because for giving if we get the feedback, then only we could improve ourselves. So the way of giving feedback, and you are following the like steps. First you are giving commendation, then recommendation, then commendation. Yeah, it's like inspiring. First of all, we will feel like, so we tried our level best, then we will see what are our faults, so we could improve, work upon that. So finally it will help us to improve ourselves. So I would like to be part of the club. Thank you.
You're very much welcome to be part of our club, and we will wait for you to be the registered member now. And now moving on to guest Ravi Kumar. Would you like to give us a short feedback, please?
Thank you, Shweta. It was nice to be a part of today's session. Although I was a part of Toastmasters during my college days, but due to our works and different things, we drift apart. So it was great. One thing which I liked about this club is the positive energy, and the way you conduct the session. It feels like it's a family where people are working together to reach a goal. So I think I have a long way to go, a long way to improve myself, and looking forward to be a part of this club in future, and doing my best to improve in future and contributing to the club as well. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Ravi Kumar. I'm sure you would like to continue your Toastmaster journey now. All the best for that, and you can always contact me for the same. Now, last but not the least, guest Taranjot Kaur. Can you please give us a short feedback?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is really a nice experience with you all. And actually, I have joined it with my daughter's name, Taranjot Kaur. My name is Supreet. So, so I just like to say that all of you are so inspiring to me that I really love to have with you all and want to be connected with you, everyone. That's all.
You are more than welcome to our club, and thanks for the feedback. And now moving on, I know this meeting was wonderful. We all had a good learning with the topic that Toastmaster Lokesh brought, and an amazing innovative table topic session by Toastmaster Shaipreet. And last but not the least, what a beautiful general evaluation by our fellow Toastmaster friend, Toastmaster Saksha. Now, moving on, I would not take much of your time. Let's have the results for the day. Back to Toastmasters Shaipreet. Kindly do the honors, please.
Thank you so much, Shweta. So it's time to announce the results for which we have waited for last 2 hours. Sorry, I was saying 2 years. So first is the winner for auxiliary role player. So any guesses who is the best auxiliary role player among the tag team?
Grammarian.
Timer.
Yeah,
Timer, definitely
and
timer.
Anu, the 3 contenders, and the winner is the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Rajat. Give a huge round of applause for the grammarian.
I will show you the polls also. It was very close, huh?
Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
Great. And the next up, we have the best evaluator. Again, I would like to ask all the members, any guesses from their side, who is the best evaluator?
Shweta.
Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal.
No doubt.
The chirpiest person,
Vishal.
member of our club, who is the
Toastmaster
best evaluator,
Sunny.
Toastmaster Shweta.
Congratulations, Shweta.
It was again a close call. Toastmaster Vishal, 8 votes, including Sakshi's.
You flipped half of the audience with your evaluation, Toastmaster Shweta. Next up, we have the best table topic speaker. We have some really wonderful speakers today.
Toastmaster Anil.
But the winner is Toastmaster Vishal.
Yes, Vishal. Almost half.
He won by a great vote, actually.
Okay, next up, we have the best Sterling Toastmaster of the day. So, any guesses? Who is the winner?
Toastmaster Lokesh.
Toastmaster.
Let me tell you tie, and the tie is between 2 of my competitors.
Yeah.
So the tie is between Toastmaster Sakshat and Toastmaster Lokesh.
Wonderful.
Wow. Wonderful.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, Sakshat.
Amazing results. And lastly, we have the best speaker.
Toastmaster Charu.
Toastmaster Mohit.
Toastmaster Mohit.
Mohit.
Toastmaster Mohit.
Master Charu.
Toastmaster Mohit.
The person who has hit it out of the park today is Toastmaster Mohit, who is the best speaker.
Yeah, 70%. Wow. Great.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. And back to you, Shweta.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sai Preet, for helping us out regarding announcing the winners. And I would just say, what a wonderful meeting. Thank you for staying with us, for even if we were going out of time, which we will take care of and work on it, because time is as important as we all are. And let's keep contributing. That's why I said that the passion is to make this world a beautiful place by being in it, because we need to contribute. Let's not wait what the other is going to do. Let's contribute ourselves. Okay, take care, all of you. And if somebody
Thank you,
wants
guys.
to
Thank you very much.
stay back, you can for a chit chat for 5 minutes more. And otherwise, I'm stopping the recording now. Thank you for a
Thank
wonderful.
you. Bye-bye.
Good day.